I mean, the fact that he said basically Jordan Clarkson's getting any shot he wants in the paint. And that's the difference between now and when we were losing. But when we were making our run to the NBA Cup, Jordan Clarkson was getting into the paint. Jordan Clarkson was scoring at any time he wanted.
Right.
And he's been keeping it up. He's been pretty consistent. I mean, what was he on tonight? He was, hold on, let me get, how many did he have tonight, Jordan Clarkson?
Clarkson, I think, had, let me check that for you right now. Right here, yep. Jordan Clarkson had
10 points.
He was 4-6 from the field. He was a plus 11 tonight.
Yeah. Weird how Cat, Josh Hart, and Mickey were minus.
Were minus tonight. I know, right? It kind of threw me off too when I looked at the box.
Right. I thought when Cat was in, he was playing well. And the same with Mikal Bridges. I thought he was playing well, but I guess maybe the other team was score. It was probably when Sears and them were making their run and stuff like that. We got another question. Will Cat be comfortable in the playoffs? That's all that matters. I think we're going to have to see how he does in the playoffs. I think it depends on the matchup. I think he'll be comfortable in Boston. Now, will he be comfortable against Detroit with a healthy Cade? That's another question.
Right.
What's your take, Top?
Yeah, it's all about the adjustments that they make with him. Being able to matchup wise, reading defense, his shot selection, him being aggressive, him containing his emotions, right? When certain situations and stuff like that, you get that type of Cat, and you're gonna get a dominant Cat in the playoffs. I mean, again, it's not like Cat doesn't have the experience. Cat knows when it comes to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. He's succeeded at times in that. So again, this isn't this isn't his first rodeo. Like, he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Again, I think it just comes down to his trust in Mike Brown in those pressure situations. And so far, it's looking like they've made those adjustments. And that's kind of what I like about what Mike Brown said, where it's like, we have to put him in spots to succeed. We have to make the game easier for him. I got to do that as a coach. And it's the same thing with Clarkson. Like, I got to make those adjustments for Clarkson. It's not just him. You talk about it. You talk about a guy who we all said in the beginning of the year that he's a defensive liability, and that's why
And now he's not.
Now he's not. Like, you're
at
talking
all.
Your adjustments that needed to be made, that are being made, and they're working to their advantage. This is the stuff that I've been waiting for Mike Brown to talk about for the past couple of months during the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, make those adjustments and prove that you can make those adjustments to make it easier for your players. And I'm glad that he finally has came out and he said that, because again, it's paint. You're seeing it on the court. So nothing but positivity to Mike Brown. Thank you, because we needed this now with 10 games left.
I mean, think about, if you rewind, we'll go back to January when me and you were in here, and we were coming off. They had the players only meeting, or coming off that 2-9 stretch where after the Cup we were just terrible, and Cat was awful. Cat was terrible. Jordan Clarkson, terrible. There was talks about cutting Jordan Clarkson, trading Cat. Obviously, Cat's name was on the block. That was legit. There was a legit, thing. Hey, we might trade Cat. Obviously the offers weren't there. There wasn't anything good. The whole Giannis thing played out. Nothing happened there. But here we are in game 74, whatever it is, something like that. It's finally coming together, and it's finally come together with Coach Brown and Cat, and players know their roles. Now there's another arch in this whole thing, and that's Deuce McBride. Deuce McBride is back scrimmaging.
Yeah.
What happens with Deuce McBride? I don't know, because Jordan Clarkson is playing so well. Mohamed Diawara is playing so well. Then you have Jeremy Sohan, who doesn't even play, but when he does play, he plays really well. I don't know what. I guess you're going to go based on matchups.
You have to.
Right?
You have to.
I mean, Deuce is your scorer off the bench. There's no doubt about that.
Right. Right.
There's no doubt that he is the scorer. He is the top guy. But I guess it's just going to be based on matchups. But again, I I am starting to turn on this team where before I would say to you constantly, I don't think this team can make the finals. Now, are they the favorites to make the finals? Absolutely not. Can they make the finals? Yes. But 2 months ago, I said no. A month ago, I said no. But I think now I'm seeing a different team. Now, to get to the finals top, right now, just to get to the finals, this is what I mean. Do you have any idea what we're going to go through? Just to get there.
It's not gonna be easy, bro. And the thing
So
is,
right now,
yeah,
would be playing Atlanta. That's
correct.
probably a 6-game series. I'm not going to lie, because they're physical, because they're long. They play defensive. They're one of the top scoring teams in the NBA, one of the fastest paced teams in the NBA. They could defend. They're well coached. What's your take on Atlanta? I mean, and nobody talks about Atlanta, but I'm telling you because we have 8 games to go, and this might be how this holds out. We
Mhm.
might get Atlanta in the first round.
Well, I mean, they're definitely gonna be streaky, just like Detroit was last year. I don't think it's gonna be easy. These are wings. These are guys that can defend. They're a good
Oh,
defensive team. Like that. That's not gonna be a walk in the park. I'll tell you that much.
no,
However, again, I do think we beat them, but
I agree.
it's gonna be a slugfest. And then obviously in your second round, you're talking about a even bigger slugfest. Whether you
Against probably Boston.
Boston, so it doesn't get easier. But this is
No.
what you're made for. These are the type of adjustments that Mike Brown has to make with this team. When the
Let
pressure
me ask you.
gets hot and you're facing teams that you know are going to give it to you in the playoffs, what adjustments are you
So,
going to make?
so let me ask you something.
Hmm?
Last year, Boston won over 60 games, beat us every single time, 4-0 sweep. Yeah, we took them. We beat them out in 6. Tatum got hurt, no doubt. That played some into something, even though we probably were going to win the series. Tatum got hurt, so we'll say it like it is. This year, Tatum's down. We didn't think he's going to come back. They obviously trade Drew Holiday away. Got rid of Porzingis. Got rid of Al Horford. Yet they're still the 2 seed. Yet they're still winning. Are they better this year than they were last year? I mean, it almost, you could say yes, because they don't have those guys, but for whatever reason, they've been locked in the 2 seed the entire season.
Especially
And we've just been getting hot, and that's why we caught them.
yeah,
But it's not like they're not hot either. They're I'll tell you right now, they're 6-4 in their last 10, and we're 8-2. So
right,
that's a 2-game lead, but nothing's been easy. We're literally tied with them, but they have the edge because they have more wins.
right. But it would. I mean, you got to be.
Are they better? Is Boston better this year, or were they better last year?
I think they're kind of better this year just because they've been
I,
able to maintain position while Tatum was out. You know
I
what I'm saying?
agree,
They now again, I think that goes
and
out.
let's factor this in too. Jaylen Brown has been better. Jaylen Brown is a borderline MVP candidate.
And remember, what was the conver I mean, I didn't agree, but I know you were telling me that they got better because of trading for Vucevic. Now he's not even in the factor, and they're still playing good.
Right. Well,
Well,
they
like,
brought him in for size. I mean, they got him for nothing, right? He's a salary dump. But it's just another, guy that could come off the bench. And he's a guy that has a history of killing the Knicks.
right.
Believe it or not, if you look up his numbers versus the Knicks, they're pretty good. He has a lot of 30-point games against us.
Yep.
So he will be a factor.
Right.
Now, can Cat, I mean, again, like you said, he's not like locked in that rotation. I don't think he's getting the minutes, obviously, like he was getting on the Bulls, but
Mhm.
we're gonna see him.
Of course,
How
100%.
does that matchup work?
That's a cat situation.
Could be a Cat situation.
That's where
Could be a Mitch situation.
Could be a Mitch, right? If the double big lineup is in there,
Correct.
that's sitting and Mitch is in, like, he's not that well of a defender, but still, you're talking about a guy that sizes up, and can give you a little bit of problem. So, yeah, it's again, it goes back to what I said, adjustments.
Yeah.
If he's the guy that's scoring in a hot momentum, what adjustments are you gonna do to stop him? It's our playoff run this year is based on matchup, who's going to be scoring consistently, how our defense is going to be as a team, and what adjustments is Mike Brown going to do within the roster that he
With the
has.
bench.
Right, exactly.
That's really it's which players are coming in when. And
Exactly.
every series will be different. If we get out of the first series, it's going to be maybe it's Diawara, because he's got the size, something like that. Maybe it's Jordan Clarkson that gets hot. Maybe it's Jeremy Sohan. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But each series is going to have their own hero. That's just the way it's the way it's built.
Mm-hmm.
And it's how we play, and it's also how healthy we are. God, let's hope. This was Mitch's first time he played 7 straight games in a row. Obviously, because of back-to-backs and all that other stuff. But it's the first time, and he played, and he ended up on the floor tonight. I'm like, dude, what are you doing on the floor? Don't be diving for balls.
I didn't even think of that because I was yelling. I was pumping Mitch up the whole time when he did that.
Right, but I'm thinking, dude, we could get hurt.
You just don't see it, But again, this is the true Mitch that you get when he's healthy. Like I hope Knick fans, and again, I was one of them. I'll take full responsibility. I was one of them that said, "Yo, trade Mitch," and it's not because
I was too. I shit all over him.
Right. It's not because he's bad. It's because he's in, health.
It's because he could never stay on the court.
Never stay on the court, and the Knicks.
But since we brought in that guy from Dallas, I forget his name. He's been a different player,
a better player, and it's incredible to see. I hope Mitch is happy. I hope he's comfortable. I hope he's relaxed. I hope he's enjoying this season because this is the healthiest that Mitch has looked. He's quick on his feet. Defensively, he's a monster. Like we know this is Mitchell Robinson who we drafted.
Right.
And
he's been perfect.
Absolutely perfect. Matter of fact, this is the best that I've seen this double big lineup play this entire year. If Mike Brown really wants to and run that double big lineup, I think it'll work in the playoffs.
I do too. And then, we've been running it against bad teams, but I think if you run that lineup against Detroit, I think it's going to give them problems.
I would think so. Because Isaiah Stewart can't score.
Well, he'll get those rebounds over them. But Josh Hart's going to have to be in that lineup too.
You could put Hart in there.
He's going to have to. He's going to be a big part of that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you could still
because again, they're one of the few teams that's better at rebounding than us.
Yeah. But I also think that when Isaiah Stewart was getting the rebounds he was getting, Mitch wasn't in the game.
Right. And also, too, remember, we're a team that, when we get our second chance points and we beat the other team, most of the time that's a win. And the only few teams that could get more second chance points than us are them.
Yeah.
Is Houston.
Right.
I think there's another rebound. I'd have to look it up, but Houston, Detroit, I think, forget what other team. I think Orlando's up there too. But those are the teams, generally physical teams that, give us problems. So.
I want the smoke, man. Everybody healthy, bro. And when it comes to playoff basketball, they just play. Everybody plays different. I want the smoke, bro. I'm telling you.
Speaking of double bigs, double bigs has looked a lot better recently. Early in the year, you could tell they were a step slow, and they also didn't fit MDOT. They didn't fit at all, and that is what Mike Brown finally did. And you know what? I criticized him, and I think you did too. I think we all did. We criticized Mike Brown. Yo, get this guy involved. He's your second best player. He's your highest paid player on the team. What are you doing? Why is he averaging 12 points a game? What is going on?
I'm happy that he admitted it too.
Yeah.
It's something that we're like, oh, we're seeing it. And,
he's not saying it.
He's literally telling the fans like, yo, I had to make the adjustments from my end. Like
Right.
with Clarkson, with Cat, like I had to make. I had as a coach, I had to step up and be like, all right, I got to make these adjustments. I got to put them in position. It's not just them. This is the whole point of a coach and a player relationship. Guys adjust together. It's not just on one side. So while everybody's saying, "Oh, it's Cat this, Cat that," it's Cat, but it's also Mike Brown. What are you doing as a coach that he can't adjust? Like,
Yeah.
bro, they're
And he
running
finally did it.
playbook. They're running your offense. You know what I'm saying? Like you're at the end of the day, you have to say if Rick Brunson is giving Mike Brown a suggestion. At the end of the day, Mike Brunson is the one that puts the final call on that. So
Right.
it's
Mike
like
Brown.
they're going based off your final call. Again, for example, Mike Brown said, "Oh, in that fourth quarter, we ran a small lineup." Rick Brunson suggested that.
Said it.
And Mike Brown is the one that makes that final call. Like, all right, I'm gonna keep it going, and it worked. You didn't really see Cat in the last couple of minutes because it was working. It was like, yo,
These assistant coaches have been much better than the guys under Tips. Like everybody used to give Johnny Bryant all this praise. Like these guys that we don't even know their names, they have been phenomenal. I mean, look at the challenges. We win all our challenges.
right.
The timeout plays after ATOs is what they're called. After timeouts, we literally score on like I'd say 75% of them.
I think if Johnny Bryant was still here, we'd be even more better. And that's not me even trying to just hype.
Oh, I know you're a big Johnny Bryant guy. I'm just saying,
but
like it's
right,
crazy
right.
how good this team has been. But to close it out, I think we talked enough Knicks. I think we got it. I think we handled that. Opening days in 2 days, ladies and gentlemen. Less than what? What is it, about 36 hours away? 1 o'clock start, right?
1:15.
1:15 start at Citi Field. What is your expectations, David, on the New York Mets and the 2020-26 season? Start with opening day. Take the floor.
It won't be easy. You got Paul Skeens on the mound.
It will not be easy.
So it won't be easy. But obviously the first good news of the day, Carson Bench officially makes the roster. He will be starting. He will be
starting in right field.
You know, obviously for those of you that saw the video of Mendoza,
yep,
his hitting coach is there.
Talking. Who is that guy with him? The skinny guy. What's his name?
One of them was his agent, and the other one was a hitting coach. I think it was. I gotta double check. Don't.
I think it's his. I think it might be the bench coach. I forgot. I don't know what his name. He was sitting next to Mendy when I was in spring training.
I gotta double check, but I think the one on the right side,
right,
the one that he kind of gave a longer hug to, was his agent.
Okay, all right. There was one skinny guy dressed in Mets gear. That's the guy I'm talking about.
Okay,
he's one of their coaches. I just don't know his name. Sorry to the audience. I should know his name.
Right. It's congratulations to the kid. He truly deserves it. And again, I think it'll come down to which offense explodes.
How about this? I think the game against Pittsburgh comes down to who gets to whose bullpen first. I think it's as simple as that. And I know it's you might say, Eddie, well, what are you talking about? I mean, bro, it's Paul Skeens.
Right.
You get Paul Skeens out of the game, you got a chance. Anybody else, I'll take my chances with. Just get Paul Skeens out of the game. Now, Paul Skeens, he could dominate. I don't think he's going to be going 8 innings, not this early.
Right.
Maybe 5, maybe 6. But that's when you get them. That's when you get Pittsburgh. You get them when you get the bullpen, and then you got to see what you got to do. But with that said, expectations, any thoughts on the Mets, anything like that? Anything that we have not brought up?
Honestly, bro, I
know we're all just waiting for opening day because, it's been so long and so crazy, but it's here.
We're finally here, man. 2 more days. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun year, a brand new team, fresh new offense, a brand new rotation that I think has less pressure on them than they had last year. I think each guy is.
Why do you say that? Why do you say they have less pressure?
Just because of the fact that now everything is brand new. So it's kind of like, all right, this is a reset. This is why, if you've heard me talk about it through the off season, I kept.
We've talked a ton. I'm just,
right.
I want to know.
I've kept using the word retool. Like this whole process of this team now that you're seeing is a whole retool because they still have one goal in mind, and it's still to win a get to the playoffs and win a World Series. But it's a whole retool. It's new guys. I mean, Freddie Peralta's a new dude. Sean Manaea is not even in the rotation. Kodai Senga's on regular rest now. He's not even your number 1 or 2 option now. He's your fifth.
Oh, he's like a 4 or 5.
They have him as number 5.
Right.
Again, so even though it's sort of the same guys, different positioning. Clay Holmes is now your number 3. David Peterson is your number 2. Nolan McLean, instead of being a possible number 2 or number 1, he's your number 3. Like, there's so many different outlooks on that. And then obviously your starting lineup. You got new bats there. Everything is retooled, and now it's like, all right, yo, let this team just go and see where it takes us. Instead of saying, yo, I expect them to do this, and that. No, I'd rather not even talk about if they're going to win the division. Do I want them to win the division? Yes.
Of course.
I think winning the division is better this year than getting into a wild card. Now, of course, they make it to a wild card. Okay, cool, whatever.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. But I think this team right now has the team itself that's molded right now to win a division. Now, like I said, going back to my point, is even though I have them winning a division, I'm going into the season basically.
How many games you got them at, by the way? How many wins?
We did a season projection yesterday on Southern Express podcast, and it came up. We did the schedule. I had them at 97.
You got a 97. Wow. Okay, you got them a lot higher than I do.
7 more than I had them before. I had them at 90.
But I still have them at 88, and I'm going to stay with that.
That's not even.
The reason I say 88 is just because there's so many new faces. It's gonna take time. This is not going to be a team, in my opinion, that just gets out and runs out of the gate. It's going to take a while for this to come together.
But that goes back to my point. Is that's why I am coming into the season. I'm on a free for all. Like, I'm just letting them do what I'm letting them naturally just build on their own and be like, yo, wherever they take us is wherever they take us. If they take us to a division and we win a division, cool. If they take us to a wild card and they win a wild card, cool.
Well, not to cut you off, but I think I make the playoffs either way. I think it's going to be via wild card. Mm-hmm. But what I want to see is this: just give me consistency from game 1 to game 162. I don't want to see these hot starts anymore. I don't want to see us up 10 games and then blowing that. I need to see health. I need to see consistency. And I need to see constant production from the guys who are expected to produce. Yes, that's you, Juan Soto. Yes, that's you, Francisco Lindor. Yes, that's you, Bo Bichette. Yes, that's you, Jorge Polanco. All you dudes, Simeon, Alvey, Bench, what's his name? Beatty. Every one of these guys, I expect production. I do not expect anything less. And if you get slumps, I'm cool with it. It's fine because I understand that this is 162. And I will not get ahead of myself in June. I will not get ahead of myself in April. I will let this play out because I am not going to be a sucker to this, to what I've watched under to be honest, under the Cohen ownership. And under the Cohen ownership, it's been fast starts and slow finishes. I want to see the opposite this year. I want to see consistency, consistent winning from start to finish. And if it takes a while to build, so be it. Okay, I'm cool with it.
Right. Well, they're on a they're on a again, like I said, the new guys that they brought in, like I said on our last live, they're in here because they're following a
protocol.
A philosophy that a philosophy that David Stearns has put out there in terms of, I want this for my offense. I want these type of players. My pitching, obviously his pitching, he wants inning eaters. He wants more consistent starters. You get that out of a David Peterson. You get that out of a Freddie Peralta.
I get that again. Get that out of a healthy David Peterson.
Right. Right.
Got to stay healthy.
But that's what we've seen the last 2 seasons, right? I can only go based off of the last 2 recent success. Because even last year he finished.
You think he was healthy in the second half of last year?
I mean, he wasn't. He was healthy, but he wasn't that. He was on and off. He still finished with a winning record. Not better than
I mean,
2024.
he was an all-star and then he fell off a cliff. I just want to see. I know that guy's got potential. I know David Peterson has potential. I
Right.
want to see him do it from start to finish. I know he could do it.
He could
It's on
definitely.
a contract year.
Yeah, yeah.
He better do it.
I think that's where he's gonna eat. I think that's where he's gonna eat.
I
I think
I
that
I, I tend to agree with that.
Freddie Peralta is on a walk year. Freddie Peralta is gonna dominate. I mean, Freddie Peralta already looks comfortable within this team, and he's only in spring training. Like, I think
Yeah. Well, I mean, that
I
was a great trade. Let's be honest. I mean, I know we gave up a lot to get him, but I mean, we needed a guy at the top of this rotation. We needed an innings eater, and we needed an ace.
you
And I
got
know he may not be the number one that some other guys are, but he's a top of the rotation starter, no doubt.
you got it. You got an elite starter, and you got an elite reliever in that trade in Tobias Myers. Like that. That's what I'm. That's where I gotta tip my cap. And everybody's like, "Oh, Brandon Sproat this, Brandon Sproat that." That's okay, but you gotta
He's a
give up.
good pitcher, Brandon Spo. It's gonna be good.
You gotta give up. You gotta give up to get good products.
Of
Like,
course.
that's just the nature.
Just like we had to give up Acuna for Robert.
That's just the nature of the business. That's just what it is. You want to win, you gotta give up. And David Stearns, he said it himself. He's like, "Yo, it was hard to give up a Brandon Sproat because I've seen what this kid can do. But we need sustainable success." And again, he's following a philosophy that he told the fans since after that press conference on that last game against the Marlins. He said, "This is what I want, and this is what I'm going to get." And basically, you're either in with me or you're out. So
What do we have the final roster yet or no?
no, I think they put that out tomorrow.
I'm gonna see if it's out yet. And they just got that Benj made it. Trying to see if I get a full roster on it.
I haven't even.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Because there's going to be some guys that didn't make it, obviously.
I haven't seen it yet. All I know is that there's an active roster.
All right, so let's get that up. Let's. Where's that on? What site?
MLB.com.
Okay, let's get on here then. All right. Let's get the active roster up here. Let me share this with the fans. What is it under? Team scores? What is it?
This is under just all you have to do is put Mets 2024, 2026, excuse me, roster.
I put that in already. Huh. Hold on, I'll get it.
Scroll down. It should say active roster / New York Mets, MLB.com. I don't know.
Shit.
I can send it to you if you want.
Yeah, is there any way you could share it from you or no?
Yeah, right here.
Share it if you can.
Mm-hmm. You see it?
Yeah, I got it. Can you zoom in because I have terrible eyes?
Let me see. I don't think it's gonna allow.
All right, so we got Brazabom. Who's that second guy? I can't read that.
Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia. Okay, keep going.
Clay Holmes, Brian Hudson, Richard Lovelady, Shamanaya.
Yeah, let's stop right there with Lovelady. Dude, that guy's gonna be on this team for what? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, come on. Why did we even go back to him? Like, what did he do last year that even warrants him coming back?
That's probably depth, bro. That's just probably what it is. Just depth. Just have extra arms.
But I don't know, bro. I'm not a fan. But keep going.
Yeah, right. That's just what it is. It's probably just extra arms. But Shamanaya, Nolan McLean, AJ Minter, who's gonna be coming back in the beginning of May, Tobias Myers, Freddie Peralta, David Peterson, Brooks Raley, Kodai Senga, Luke Weaver, and then Devin Williams.
Now, Tobias Myers, real quick, can he go back-to-back games, or is he a guy you got to rest in between?
He could is
he a big innings eater out of the bullpen?
He could be.
Is he like a 70-inning guy?
He could start too.
Okay, good.
He could start too.
Because that's really what we need.
Flexibility.
Like a bulldog.
Mm-hmm. Catchers: Francisco Alvarez, Ben Robert, and then Luis Torrens.
Why are we carrying 3 catchers?
No, Ben is probably going down.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you'll have Torrens and Alvarez back. Then you got Beatty, Bichette, Vijay Brujan, Francisco Alvarez, Jorge Polanco, Marcus Simeon, and then Mark Vientos. Then your outfielders are Luis Robert Jr., Juan Soto, Tyrone Taylor, and Jared Young. Then obviously,
Jared Young. So Jared Young made the team.
no, this isn't. This is
Oh,
just
this is just a active roster right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But tomorrow, like this is probably gonna get cut down, and you don't
Right.
like even Carson Bench is not even on it yet.
It's a shame that Talkman got hurt.
Yeah, man. I mean, people say that that's the reason why Carson Bench got the thing. I still think he would have gotten it anyways, but that was a good guy that would have given you a lot of depth on the bench.
Right, and because now you have more pressure on Beatty, and I don't like putting all this pressure on Beatty because, excuse me, not Beatty, Vientos,
Yeah, I mean,
because Vientos is going to be expected to, when he gets in there, he's got to hit, because he doesn't want to lose his job, and I don't blame him. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a big year for him.
right, right. Well, I agree.
What's your take on him, Vientos?
I mean, this is a make or break year. The sad part about it is that even though he will get playing time as maybe as a DH, probably at first base at times, he's gonna be switching. But I've always said just keep him as a DH, let him show the power off. Take the
Right.
pressure off him defensively because he's not a good defender. Let him hit. Let him find his stride as an offensive player. It's
Do
okay.
you think he'll get? Do we think Vientos will get enough at bats to find his stride? That is $1 million question. This is a clippable question. Like, will this guy get enough at bats to even find himself?
I hope he does, but I can't necessarily say yes or no because I don't know where they're gonna put him.
I think it's going to be at DH.
Is he gonna play every day at DH? Remember, they're monitoring
He's
Luis.
definitely not playing every day at DH.
They're Luis Robert Jr. is not gonna be playing center field every day. They're
No,
monitoring injury thing. So that's a guy that's probably gonna be DHing. Jorge Polanco is probably gonna be DHing.
Brett Beatty's going to be DH.
Right, but even if Brett Beatty doesn't DH, Brett Beatty could be playing first base.
Correct. I think Brett Beatty was going to be the first baseman.
It takes Vientos out of position.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is it for Vientos, and it's sad to say, but if he doesn't do it here, I think he's gone. I think if he isn't cut it here, he's probably gone by Memorial Day. And I hate to say it sucks because this is a guy that 2 years ago we thought sky's the limit.
I'm a big Vientos fan. He has the attitude, he has the look, the charisma. The guy's a really good fastball hitter. He has the power, but it's just the inconsistency.
Something is off.
He's not a good defender and he's inconsistent at the plate. But but this is why I keep mentioning, like, yo, if you limit him to just one and just let him show off one, which is his offensive power, maybe you get something out of him. Because 2024 wasn't a fluke. It wasn't. I'm sorry. I hate being that guy. It's like, oh, he's going back to 2024. I have to, because that's basically that's the only year of success that he had. And think about it. He, alongside Lindor, alongside and Pete, the only three, let's be real, that carried that offense throughout the playoffs.
But Top,
I can't shrug my shoulders.
no. And listen, you're 100% right. But let's be perfectly honest. Since then, this guy can't hit a breaking ball. He can't hit a sweeper. He can't hit anything. They throw him a ball on the other side of the plate. He swings and misses at it. He's all over the place. I mean, he's had a terrible spring training, terrible WBC. It's just not looking good for Vientos. I'm just being real. I'm just, and I hate to be like that, but it is what it is.
I know what I listen. You're not wrong. Again, this is why I said it's a make or break year for him this year. But enough's enough. But the potential is there. I mean, again, even last year, he still gave you 17 home runs with 60 RBIs.
Yeah. All right, brother. It's getting late. I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Any other thing you want to add? Anything else you got on the Mets?
Again, opening day, 2 days away. We're finally getting there. Great matchup. For those of you that do not know, we will not be on SNY on opening day.
It's Amazon, right?
No, NBC.
NBC Peacock? Are you
Yes.
kidding me? I gotta get this fucking subscription.
If you have cable, you have
I
channel.
don't have cable.
Okay, so then and Peacock.
I guess I got to keep Peacock. Oh,
So
so annoying.
just keep that
Who's
in mind.
calling that game, by the way?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh,
who's the announcer? Do we even know these guys? Or
I heard something about Bob Acosta being
Bob
the
Costas?
yeah, Bob. There you go.
Actually, I like him. Like, he's kind of all right.
He's corny. He's boring.
But he's nostalgic though. I'll give him that. Like he's like he knows the ball. He knows the ball. I'll give him that.
Of course, he knows it. It's just what he calls it. It's just like ugh. It's like, oh man, you're too black. You're too blunt.
I mean, bro, he's up there, man. This guy, he's been around forever.
Gary Cohen is better than him in terms of just emotion and like.
Yeah, but I mean, this you talk about one of the best in the business, man. I mean,
Of course, no, of course. I'm not.
so it's going to be Costas is calling the game. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm curious to see who else they have. I mean, on the NBC on the NBA on NBC, it's actually I love it. I love their broadcast. It's great.
I mean, they're bringing it back to how it used to be.
Yeah. So, no, but even guys like they have Carmelo and they have Tracy McGrady.
Vince Carter.
Yeah, Vince Carter. I like their. So if they did that with the NBA, they should be pretty good with baseball.
I agree. Well, we'll see. Tomorrow the Yankees and the San Francisco Giants play. I think at 8:00 on Netflix. So for those of you that want to watch
tomorrow night, so they started off, huh?
Yeah, but they're gonna be on Netflix. So for those Yankee fans that watch here that are Knicks fans, they're not gonna be on the Yes Network. They're gonna be on Netflix. So just keep that in mind.
Crazy. All right. Any other predictions? And I'm trying to think what else if we missed anything on the Mets. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say this. It's all got to come together, bro. Yep. Everything's got to come together, and if it comes together, we got a chance to beat a lot of teams. And we're picked. I think it's the 5th best team in Major League Baseball as per MLB.com and the rankings and whatnot. So
one game at a time.
Exactly. Not gonna get ahead of myself. Not getting crazy, especially not this year. Yep. Top, appreciate you, bro. If you're not already, follow Top Bunk Sports across all platforms, across all networks. You already know. And if you're not already, Garden City Media, go ahead, YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you, Top. See ya. I guess will be Sunday. Oh, wait, Thursday. Thursday against the Hornets. So appreciate you, brother. Good night. Appreciate everybody coming through. Good night, everybody.